got a piece of this 4140 chucked up. I'm going to center drill this and then drill it, ram it out to 6mm. Okay, it's time to put the 45-degree point on the end. There's the point. This has got to be turned around now, clock back in again, and cut the length and boards for the pin, for the spring to retain in. So that's what we're going to do now. Well, we'll have a crack at trying to part this off and see what happens. did part off alright in the end. So this has to be bored out the middle to fit the spring in now. That's what we ended up with. So the spring sits up inside that hole, drops in there. So now what I've got to do is put a set screw which will retain this from coming any further out than, I can explain it, any further out from there. You know what I mean? So it captures it. Okay, I found the centre here. I want to drill that for M4. And my last 4mm tap. Keep breaking the bastards. I didn't leave enough headroom on the bloody. Oh well. Just have to do it by eye. Try and keep it straight. Bloody dunny budgie hanging around in here. Bastard. That's it done. Well, I really don't know how that mill didn't break. It done a fair dance, didn't it? No, we just got lucky. I think. There we go. It'll do. So I'm going to do a bit of assembly now. So if I put that down there and line that slot up for the scrub screw. Sorry, hands have been in the way here. So I'm going to put a bit of thread locker on that scrub screw, set screw. That worked out well. The top of that taper here is square with this, which I would say that's just for aesthetics. Make it look good. And it goes down below the top. You block both ends off, actually got a bit of yeah. So now all there is left to do now is to make one of these pins. This one's for the one the old man's collared. So I better make one for me own, eh? So far, that looks pretty darn good. Well, I made this pin up. I first made this pin up out of a high tensile bolt that was out of a diesel, big old diesel engine. And it was a real bastard to turn, and bloody hard. But it just didn't, I couldn't get it to clean up right, so I turfed that. I made this one out of the same material as I made this one out of, which was a push rod out of an old engine. The ends were hardened, but the inside wasn't, so, well, the centre portion wasn't, so I turned it down and I hardened the end of it, and going by the hardness files it said about 55 Rockwool, between 50 and 55, so that fits in there. Yeah, I know I didn't get any of the filming, and making this was just making things smaller and putting a point on it. There was really no point in filming it, really. So anyway, we'll take it over and give it a test, eh? Righto. So there's two I've done before. There's that one, and the end's still as good as new. So it even works in countersunk holes as well. So as you can see, it's not a bad little centre punch mark. And the point's still as good as was. There we have it. Well, that's this project done and dusted. I think it was a good little project. It works well. That pin works exceptionally well. It leaves a good point, like a good mark in the steel. Best part about it, I end up with one and the old fella ends up with one. That's the best part. I think this is going to be a handy tool to have, and it wasn't hard to make at all. Very simple. And like I say, I built these without any plans. I just built them off the cuff and just worked it as it went on, and it seemed to have worked. The biggest change I made between the two was a bigger diameter centre, and you can see where the retainer pin is on this one. You can see where it is in the end of it there, where this one's clean and it's bigger. So that's what size is that one? Yeah, it's about 23, and this is 25. So a couple of little subtle changes. Yeah, just still do the same thing. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Much appreciated, and please stay safe out there. And hopefully the next video will be doing the broaching tool, the rotary broach of Tommy Gun Machinings. So, okay guys, thanks very much. See you later.